Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Keralakam CBSE School Method online classes. In previous class we discussed fourth problem of exercise 8.2. So today I will continue with fifth problem. So here in exercise 8.2, in fifth problem they have given this diagram. What they have given here in parallelogram ABCD, this is the parallelogram ABCD, E and F. This is point E. E and F are the midpoints. These two are midpoints of AB and CD. E and F are midpoints of AB and CD respectively. Show that the line AF, this line AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD, trisect the diagonal BD, and this is point P, and this is point Q. What they have given here, ABCD is the parallelogram, and this F is the midpoint of CD, and E is the midpoint of AB, and here we have to show that this line AF and EC trisect this diagonal BD. Trisect means these two lines AF and EC will divide this diagonal BD into three equal parts. Means here this DP is equals to PQ is equal to QB or BQ. So we have to prove three equal parts here. Why? What they have told in question? They have told that AF and EC trisect this BD into three equal parts. So here to prove this, first we will write what they have given. ABCD is a parallelogram. This is parallelogram. And what you can write here is AB is parallel to CD. Therefore, AB is parallel to CD. How? ABCD is a parallelogram, and we know that opposite sides are parallel to each other. Therefore, AB is parallel to CD. Now again, hence AE is also this AE. This AE is also parallel to FC. Therefore, here only I will write AE is also parallel to this AE is also parallel to FC. Why? Here this AB is parallel to CD, and here this AE is part of AB and FC is part of CD. Therefore, if AB is parallel to CD, then we can say that AE is also parallel to FC. This is given, and here what we have to prove here? To prove this AE and FC trisect this diagonal BD into three equal parts means we should prove this DP is equal to PQ equal to QB or BQ. So now proof. So here first we will write AE is parallel to FC. AE is parallel to FC. We proved here AE is parallel to FC, and again we know that this AB is equal to CD. AB equals to CD. Why? Opposite sides of parallelograms are equal. AB is equal to CD. Opposite sides of parallelogram. So now, if AB is equal to CD, then you can write half of the AB should be equal to half of the CD. Because we know that AB is equal to CD, and we can write here half of the AB should be equal to half of the CD. So here in the place of half of the AB, we can write AE. Here I will write AE. Why? Here half of the AB means I will write AE because this AE is midpoint of AB. E is midpoint of AB. Therefore, AE is half of the AB. Equals to, like that only, equals to half of the CD means what I will write? Half of the CD means I will write here FC. AE is equal to FC. Because this F is midpoint of CD, therefore this FC is half of the CD. So now what we got to know here? This AE is parallel to FC. We proved here AE is parallel to FC, and again this AE is equals to FC. AE is equals to FC. So here in quadrilateral AEFC or AECF, what we got to know? One pair of opposite sides. These two sides are equal and parallel. When one pair of sides are equal and parallel to each other, then we can say that this quadrilateral is parallelogram. What is that? AEFC or CF is parallelogram. So here in quadrilateral AECF, here we put AE is parallel to FC, AE is parallel to FC, and here we put AE is equal to FC, this AE is equal to FC. So now what we got to know? Therefore, AECF, this AECF quadrilateral is a parallelogram. AECF is a parallelogram. So now what we can write here? AF is parallel to EC. If this AECF is parallelogram, this AF should be parallel to EC. Here I will write, therefore AF is parallel to EC. Why? This AF is parallel to EC. We proved here AECF is a parallelogram. So these two are parallel because these two are opposite sides of parallelogram. So now these two sides are parallel. We proved this, and I will consider this as 1. So now I will consider triangle DQC. In triangle DQC, here DQC, what you know here, this F is midpoint, they are given F is midpoint of CD. F is midpoint of CD, and again what is known here, F is midpoint of CD, and this PF is parallel to QC. Why this PF is parallel to QC? Here we prove this AF is parallel to EC. This AF is parallel to EC means then this PF and QC are part of AF and EC. Therefore, this PF is also parallel to QC. So here midpoint of CD and PF is parallel to QC from 1. This is from 1. So now what you can write? By converse of midpoint theorem, because here this is midpoint of this side and these two are parallel to each other. Then what we can say? Then this point P is midpoint of QD. So here by converse of midpoint theorem, what you can write here by converse of midpoint theorem? This F is midpoint of this side and this PF is parallel to QC means this P is midpoint of QD or DQ. If this P is midpoint of DQ, then you can say that this DP is equal to PQ. These two sides or lines should be equal. DP should be equal to PQY. This P is midpoint of DQ. Therefore, you can write here this DP is equals to PQ. Now I will consider this as 2. So now we will consider triangle APB. Triangle APB. Similarly, we will do that in triangle APB. Here APB. What we know that this E is midpoint of AB. E is midpoint of AB. And here this EQ is parallel to AP and EQ is parallel to AP. Why EQ is parallel to AP? Here from 1 what we proved? AF is parallel to EC means this EQ is part of EC and AP is part of EF. Therefore, EQ is parallel to AP from 1. So now, what we got to know in triangle APB, E is the midpoint and these two sides are parallel. Then, by converse of midpoint theorem, by converse of midpoint theorem, what you can write here by converse of midpoint theorem? This is midpoint and these two are parallel means this Q should be midpoint of side BP or PB. This Q is midpoint of Q is midpoint of PB. So now, if this Q is midpoint of PB, then we can say that PQ is equal to BQ. Why? This Q is midpoint of PB. Therefore, PQ is equal to BQ, and now I will consider this as 3. So now here from 2 what we got to know, this dp is equals to PQ. Here dp is equal to PQ. These two are equal, and now here from 3 what we got, PQ is equal to BQ. Again this PQ is equal to BQ. These two are equal again. So now from 2 and 3 what we got to know, all these three sides are equal. Therefore, what we can write, this dp equal to pq and pq equal to bq. So here, therefore, dp is equals to pq and this pq is equals to pq from 2 and 3. All these three sides are equal. Therefore, dp is equal to pq and pq is equal to pq. So now you can write that. Hence, we prove segment AF and EC. This AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. Below this, here dp is equal to pq is equal to pq. You should write what you have to write. These two lines, segments AF, this AF and EC, this EC trisect means divide this side into 3 equal parts. Therefore, these two lines trisect diagonal BD, sorry, AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. You should write here. So to prove this, what we did, listen carefully. ABCD is a parallelogram they have given, and we have to prove this. These two sides, AF and EC trisect this diagonal BD. So here we know that AB is parallel to CD and AB equals to CD because opposite sides are equal and parallel in parallelogram. So we got to know that this AE and FC are parallel and equal because these two are parts of AB and CD and this E and F are midpoints. Therefore, AE is parallel to FC and AE is also equals to FC. If one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, then we can say that this AECF is a parallelogram. If AECF is a parallelogram, then we can say that these two sides, EC and AF are parallel to each other. AF is parallel to EC because opposite sides are parallel. Sorry, sides are parallel in parallelogram. This we will consider as 1. So now, if these two sides are parallel, then this CQ and PF is parallel. Why? Because these two are parts of EC and AF. And we know that this F is midpoint of CD. So if we consider this triangle here DQC, here this F is midpoint and these two sides are parallel means this P is by converse of midpoint theorem. What we know, this P is midpoint of this line DQ. If this P is midpoint of DQ, then we can say that DP is equal to PQ. These two sides are equal. DP is equal to PQ. This we will consider as second. So now again we will consider triangle APB. Here we know this E is midpoint and this EQ is parallel to AP. Why? We prove that EC is parallel to AF and EQ and AP are parts of EC and AF. Therefore, EQ is parallel to AP. And this E is midpoint. Therefore, again by converse of midpoint theorem, what we know, this Q is midpoint of PB. And by this, what we got to know, if this Q is midpoint, then this PQ should be equal to BQ. So here we got third equation. What is that? PQ is equal to BQ. So now here in second what we got to know, DP is equal to PQ. This DP is equal to PQ, and from third this PQ is equal to PQ. So from second and third what we can write, this DP is equal to PQ and this is equals to BQ. Here we have written DP is equal to PQ, PQ is equal to BQ. So now below this you can write that segment AF and EC trisect diagonal BD. I hope you all are clear with this problem. In next class I will continue with further problems. Thank you all.